Imagine the world freezing, not just slowing down, but as if someone had paused it. For a second, everything disappears: the flickering icons, the pop-ups, the advertising banners, the notifications you've been waiting for forever. At that moment, it's as if someone pulled out the wires, and everything around you becomes unnaturally quiet and empty. Feel that horror, the sudden emptiness, the lack of connection, as if you're cut off from reality, from everyone around you. In that moment, the realization that you, like millions of other people, are dependent on this network, on this digital world, and that its disappearance can be the most terrible, most unexpected shock. Is sudden digital silence a reality? Not just a concept, but an ongoing, unnoticed, but growing threat. Our devices, our networks, our lives, they all rely on a constant flow of data, on electrical impulses that carry information. But what if that flow were interrupted? Imagine your phone suddenly going dead, your internet disappearing, your computers frozen in place. Not just a glitch, but a silence that would consume everything we consider ours, forcing us to realize that we are fragile, dependent beings trapped in a digital cage, victims of a vast, invisible war. And that war has probably already begun. Suddenly, everything goes dark. Not just dims, but vanishes, as if the world has decided to go silent. Millions, billions of devices, from smartphones and computers to cars and power plants, all, as if on command, lose their connection to energy. An ominous silence hangs in the air, broken only by the crackling of devices turning off. It's not just a power outage. It's as if matter itself is resisting the flow of electricity, straining to its limits. Into this darkness, at this moment, penetrates not only the cold, but also an inexplicable fear, a premonition of imminent catastrophe. And you understand, something is wrong, something is terribly wrong. Every tick of the clock is a loss. In our companies, in every deal, in every document, time freezes, turning into a merciless thief. Millions flow through cracked seams, leaving behind only dust and despair. These are not just delays, they are a corrosive disease that kills not only money, but the very possibility of moving forward. Feel this cold, this oppressive fear, because we are on the threshold of total collapse. Cities stand still, as if in their death throes. Streets that once hummed with traffic are now silent corridors littered with rubble and rusted cars. Ambulances have gone silent, leaving only a silence steeped in fear. Transportation networks that once seemed indestructible have crumbled like a house of cards. Subways are pitch black, like crypts, and the roads are nothing but concrete, coated in blood and despair. We are trapped, with the only companion being the oppressive, all-consuming silence. Remember when life was rhythmic? When there was some semblance of order, however fragile? Now it's just echoes of the past, ghosts of a bygone calm. The streets aren't just filled with people. They move as if they don't have their own minds, as if they don't obey any laws. There's emptiness in their eyes. Their gaze is not so much of thought as of a hopeless pursuit of something they don't understand. Every day is a shift, not progress, a constant approach to some terrible, inevitable edge. And you feel this chaos seeping into you, absorbing the remnants of your personality, turning you into silent, disoriented puppets. The light goes out, and with it the world. Screens that were windows into other lives suddenly become black voids, reflecting only your loneliness. Social networks, where you shared your joys and sorrows, are silent, like frightened animals hiding in the darkness of the night. Notifications, messages, likes, everything that connected you to other people, disappear. You feel how the threads holding you back from complete immersion in the abyss are torn one by one, leaving only the feeling that you suddenly found yourself in an abandoned, silent city. Everything around us was spinning in a vortex of distorted reality. At first, it was a barely noticeable tremor, as if the world had slightly succumbed to an invisible hand. And then, that's it, as if someone had turned off the sound, leaving only a screaming vacuum. People were frozen in impossible positions, their faces distorted by a grimace of primordial horror. The air was thick with the smell of ozone and something else, inexpressibly putrid, like a body washed up on the shore after many years of burial. We tried to scream, but only inarticulate sounds came out of our throats, as if someone was trying to muffle us so that we would not hear the truth. And in this silence, in this abyss of incomprehension, I felt my mind leaving me, as I was consumed by the realization that we were just pawns in a monstrous game, and no one knew who was controlling this nightmare. We live in it as if in a parallel reality, where every step, every thought, every feeling is subject to invisible control. Our phones are extensions of our hands, and social networks are digital mirrors that reflect not our lives, but what we want people to see. Every time you check a notification, you give away part of your freedom, a piece of your attention, and maybe even a part of your identity. Every like, every comment is an addictive drug, and the more you get, the stronger your desire to be seen, approved, significant becomes. In this digital trap, we lose touch with reality, with ourselves, and perhaps one day we will find that we have become nothing more than a ghost on the internet, having forgotten how to live a real life. Do you think that life without the internet is just a little more silence? Think again. As you hear this, billions of people around the world are connected from hand to foot to this digital web. It is not just a convenience. It is a necessity, like air, like water. Imagine being stuck in a remote village where there is no newspaper, no radio, not even a way to make a phone call. You are cut off from the rest of the world, from the news, from your loved ones, from any information. It is not just inconvenient, it is scary. Think of the people who cannot access education, healthcare, work. They are deprived of opportunities that we take for granted. The internet is not just entertainment. It is a tool that can save or destroy. And without realizing it, we are already dependent on it in every aspect of our lives. You will see life as we know it undergo an inhuman transformation. Inside these chambers, under sterile beams of light, scientists play with the very essence of creatures, tearing them apart and putting them back together. Their goal is to create something new, something that defies the laws of nature. But what if in the process something breaks free that surpasses their control? What if they can't stop what they themselves have created? This is not just an experiment, it is a sign of the end. Do you see that flicker in the dark? It's not just a reflection of the stars, it's a hunger that technologies grow, saturating themselves with your data, your thoughts, your innermost being. Subscribe, and you will discover how they penetrate every corner of your life, how they analyze your weaknesses, your desires, your fears. You will become part of this nightmare, where your memories are just raw material for machines, and your personality is just a set of algorithms. Do not be afraid. They already know more about you than you do yourself. Every click, every press of the like button is not just a casual gesture. It is a cry from the heart, an echo of gratitude that I respond with. It is as if you are giving a piece of your soul, acknowledging that what I do matters to you. These likes are the fuel that allows me to continue to create, to explore, to share what excites me. They are the little bricks that my dreams are built from, and I feel how they warm me from the inside. Please do not remain indifferent. Let me know that you are here, that you appreciate my time and efforts.